Thanks, guys. Right, we go on to the section for 10:30 Friday night. Come to Nick at the Guardian.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi, Nick.
A few for me, maybe looking back over the season, if that's okay. Firstly, I guess, how would you describe this season in one word or phrase, if you could?
Extraordinarily challenging, but incredibly stimulating, and I would say 3 dots, and then big opportunity coming up.
Sure. You've spoken before about how maybe the external perception of what has happened this season is different to what you see from the inside, of course, every day. How do you think the season that Arsenal have had should be perceived externally?
Well, externally, I think every supporter should be aiming for us to be lifting trophies, and when that's not the case, because that's the dream, they're not going to be happy and they will be disappointed. But I think they know what has been going on, and it's not today, it's not yesterday, it's not from last year. So we know where we are, we know where we were, but that's the past, and where we can be, that's the future, and I will be focusing in there.
We've all learned a lot about ourselves over the last year and that kind of thing, but what have you learned the most about yourself this season?
That there are a lot of things that you cannot control, that I am extremely proud to work with the people that I have next to me, that this club is even bigger than I thought and even better than I thought, and that I am prepared to do anything that it takes to give the club the most success, joy, and a feeling of pertinence and a feeling of being proud of what we are trying to do. And I won't stop till I do that.
And what's been the best thing about this season for you? And then on the other side of it, what's been maybe the most frustrating thing?
The best thing has been to keep a team, staff, employees, and everybody together in those circumstances when you are not winning, and when there is so many people, some inside, some outside, that are trying to hurt, and to keep them together and block that and be so strong. I think that's some achievement, because normally when that happens, that cracks and then everything falls, and it didn't.
Are the people inside who were trying to hurt it still there?
No.
And if I was one of your players and you were maybe talking to me and trying to persuade me why Arsenal is the place to be next season, why I should be looking forward to playing for Arsenal next season, what would you say?
I need an hour to do that, but I think I could convince them, and we have been able to convince them to come here instead of somewhere else. So I think just looking at this batch, the history and who we are, I think that should be enough. But if they need something else, we are prepared to do so.
Sure. Thanks, Mikel.
Thanks to you.
Paul at the Star.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
I wanted to know how important is it to you personally that you get all your transfer business and contract stuff done early this summer? And do you think that will be possible with the Euros looming? Has a budget been set? All these issues. How important is it that it's done early for you?
That would be ideal, to do it everything as early as possible. Have all the players that we know they're going to continue here the first day of pre-season, but it's not going to happen. We have the Euros and everything is going to be delayed. There are that many things to be done that it would take time. But we know how key it can be, and what we don't want is to happen the situation that we had last year.
From the way you were talking just now about you're prepared to do anything it takes and you won't stop until you've done that, you sound very determined. How has this season changed you as a person? Are you grumpier? Are you just more determined? Is there more fight in you? How's it changed you?
No, I am very competitive, but no, I just try to be facing the challenge that it comes, and not hiding from it. And I know how big the task is. I know how big and how good the level is in this league, and still what the expectations are with us. And we have to manage that, and to manage that probably is the hardest thing. But as well, it shows you that with the right determination, with the right decisions, the potential that we have, it's huge. And then the biggest question mark is the time frame. How long it does take you to get what you want to do.
That was going to be part of my next question, because I remember when you signed Willian, he famously said that you were aiming to win the Champions League in 3 years, and that's one of the reasons why he signed the length of contracts that he did. I just wondered, do you regret saying that now, and what needs to change for that ambition to become a reality?
No, it cannot be any other ambition at this football club. It cannot be. And if you don't have that, we won't reach it. There's only one winner in the Champions League, and there's only one winner in the Premier League. The rest of the team have failed, because for any of the other teams finishing second or third is not a big achievement. Now, the perception is different. Now it's an achievement to be third or fourth in this league. Well, would the fans agree with that? Probably no. But the people internally that are working every day and knows the standards they have been set is so different. Last year, with 61, 62 points, you were fifth in the league, almost in Champions League. This season, you won't be there. And next season, you won't be there, because the level is increasing all the time.
Do you think with the changes that will be coming this summer in terms of players leaving and players coming into the club, that your squad will look so different next season that those ambitions start to become more of a reality?
I can control what we can do. I cannot control what the other teams are going to do or where they're going to take the level again. But we have to focus on what we can do to get a better squad, play better, compete better, and obviously finish better than we've done this season.
Could I just ask as well, there was some incidents this week, some Spurs fans were fighting with stewards during their game. And do you have any fears that something similar might happen at the Emirates after the protest that happened the other day?
I don't know. I've never seen an incident with an Arsenal fan, and I really hope that none of that happens, because it's never happened here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. And we'll come to Harry for the Sunday papers, 10:30 Saturday.